Wolves 2, Aston Villa 1. Villa lose their 16th game this season, third game in a row, and leave the Molineux with no points. And to be fair, I don't really care about the game. I didn't really care coming into it. I don't really care much of it coming out of it. And it shows in the players as well, because they clearly didn't look like they cared at all. You know, it's 2 goals that you can't prevent when their players are slipping over. It's just one of those things that happens in the game. And although you've got to question either what boots they're wearing or what the hell's going on with the pitch, it was so rubbish again. We have a great 5 minutes at the start, looking really, really dangerous. Then out of nowhere, complete slip from Konza, trying to clear the ball, but it just keeps falling to a Wolves play, and ultimately Johnny's able to slot it in. And then the second goal, it's a really poor goal from Ashley Young, but he slips as well, so he's not perhaps getting the best of contact onto it, and ultimately it's 2-0. The game's done. The game is just done there and then. I said it then. And apart from throughout the whole of it, we did nothing. Didn't really test much of Wolves' defence or Jose's apart from the odd shot here or there. Nothing really threatening them. Wolves, I didn't think looked good again. It's the same as when we played them in the first season as well. They didn't look massively great. They didn't do a fat lot. And ultimately, we're the ones coming away from it with nearly a consolating goal and a penalty. It's questionable whether you think it is, but he's got on the ball, and I think it's a penalty. He's got the contact to it. He's got into it first. He's clearly done it. Is it a penalty? It's a bit questionable, but make of it what you will, because obviously it's the only thing that the fans have really got to take and say. I just don't know. I really don't know. Mentally and physically, some of these players are just awful to watch. The body language is poor. They all look like they don't give a shit. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to watch 16 defeats this season. You shouldn't lose that many games. You shouldn't lose that many games. And the issue is people say, oh, it's much changed under Gerrard. Well, the issue is, I look at a game like Leeds, where we battled them 3-0. There's 15 minutes in that game where we play some excellent football. And then I look at a result like today, and it just feels like nothing's changing. We've got the same players that are disappointing us. McGinn is absolutely rubbish, degraded us every season. He's been degraded every season. He's not looking any better than he did when we first signed him. Why is he still playing 90 minutes on that pitch? Why is he still getting the time that he gets? It is ridiculous. Coutinho as well, when he goes missing, it's just you completely forget he's on the pitch, you completely forget he's there. So why is he not coming off earlier? And this all comes up as well to Gerrard. Why are we not making substitutes much earlier? Why are we keeping likes of McGinn and Coutinho on the pitch when we could see they're bloody awful? They're not making a difference to the game. Why are they still on the pitch? Samson today looks really lively. What happens? He's taken off for Douglas Luiz, and ultimately, that kills any chance of going forward in midfield. It almost says to me that he's accepted defeat, so we're going to bring on these players now with not enough time to impact the game. Bailey, I know people said he looked awful. I thought out of the 3 of them today, he looked the most threatening going forward. Watkins, his hold at play was rubbish. Body language looks rubbish. His attitude as well for it's times like he's had 2 one-on-one chances, should be finishing them, at least one of them, doesn't take either of them, and that is why they're going for that striker. If a good offer does come in from Arsenal, I'm at the point where I'm saying, you know what, it's better to cash in and say, oh, he might come better, because ultimately there are times where he can be good, but all of this season he's just looked a shambles. And then what else do we have to say? Jacob Ramsey looked fine, but completely faded in the game. It was an upset to lose Digne, but this is a player that's been injured in the last game, played 2 of those international games, instantly plays with us. What happens? He instantly gets injured again. Why is he playing? Why are you playing somebody? Now, it does depend if the medical team does think he's fine enough to play. Fine. I wouldn't have played him though. He's just come off an injury. Admittedly, he's played the international football, but it's a different game from when you're playing internationally to the Premier League. So you don't know what it's going to be like. And ultimately, we had to watch Ashley Young again, who looked absolutely rubbish. Contra Mings, just didn't really look. They dealt with a lot of Wolves chances, to be fair. And then Cash as well, didn't really have much to do on his side. And then Martinez as well, I will say, because there was the one pass he made right in the second half where he completely just chips it to a Wolves player. He looked like he had enough, but it makes no sense. Why are we not? I mean, what is wrong? What is wrong with Aston Villa? Why are we losing 16 games of this season? Why are we showing this fight and aggression when it's in the last minutes of the game? Why are we not showing it from minute 1? Why are we conceding 4 goals? Why do we look like our heads drop every time we concede a goal? Why do we end up watching this season? All these crap results, admittedly part of it is under Smith, because ultimately, in essence, these are the players that he bought. Gerrard's only really had the January transfer, to sign who he wants. And who's the only one that's really made much more of a difference? Coutinho, Digne we're not seeing much of because he's bloody injured. Chambers is clearly a reserve. Olsen's never going to bloody play. It's as simple as he's got to go in the summer. He's got to sign big. He's got to sign quality. He's got to sell a load of that deadwood. Otherwise, you're going to see him go. And I'm not. And again, it's too early to say. But what's changing? 16 defeats in a row, 10 games that he's lost now, Gerrard. Nothing's changing. Nothing is feeling like it's changing. And we're going to ultimately, the season's over, and we're not really going to push anymore onto top 8. We wanted that chance. We had to win today. We haven't taken it, and it's a 12-point gap now. So the best that all we can hope for is to finish at minimum 10th. Otherwise, nothing's improved, nothing has changed, and it's just another disappointing season. It's pretty much gone now with a result like that, because you're not going to get back into it. We've got Tottenham next, and some of these other games, but it's just pointless now. Everyone knows it. It's just to prepare for next season. That's ultimately the feeling we get today from Wolves to Aston Villa 1. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought. As I said, Tottenham next. I'm not really expecting much. I think, as I say, season's over, so there's just not real much more driving motion behind watching these games and really getting behind Villa, because if they're not going to put it in for us in games like today, in a West Midlands derby, then what's the point in paying the money that we have to watch crap like this all season? So yeah, leave in the comments down below what you thought. I've been Ben, up the Villa for the Pride of Villa. We'll see you next time, boys.